Welcome to this short introduction and reflection on Ramadan. My name is Robin, and I am the Chaplaincy Team Leader for Community and Mental Health, Somerset NHS Foundation Trust. I'm delighted that I'm going to be joined by my colleague, Chaplaincy Team Leader Imam Rizwan from West London, for a short conversation about Ramadan. But first, let's hear a very brief summary about the practice and roots of this sacred practice.
Ramadan is a sacred month of fasting, reflection, and spiritual growth observed by millions of Muslims worldwide. It commemorates the first revelation of the Quran to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. Ramadan is linked to the lunar calendar. Fasting involves not eating or drinking from dawn until sunset.
Hi, Riz, can you tell us what Ramadan means to you?
First and foremost, thank you for inviting me, Robin. So, Ramadan, for myself and for many Muslims, is a sacred month. It's the month where the Quran was revealed. And for that, we commemorate the revelation of the Quran by fasting throughout the month. It's a very spiritual month. It's a month of giving. So, we tend to give loads of charity, but at the same time, we give to our neighbors. It could be to anyone. It's not necessarily to anyone that's in poverty or anyone that's in need. So it's a month for sharing, kindness, giving. A simple way to summarize it is the attributes of a Muslim day to day should just be amplified during the month of Ramadan. So we should normally be kind, but in Ramadan we try to be kinder. We normally should be caring and giving, but in Ramadan we try to give a little bit more. And it's a time for reflection as well for a lot of us. We think a year has passed, like similarly to Christmas. When Christmas comes, everyone's thinking, oh, wow, a year's ended already. So the same applies and the same happens with Muslims as well. That when Ramadan comes, oh, Ramadan's come already. It's quick this year. It's come really fast. Um, and obviously, for many people, it's observed around the world, and the fasting times can vary, and we can talk about that in a second, I hope. But that was a very long-winded answer. I hope that covers what you want.
If you had only one word to describe Ramadan, what word would you choose?
I would say community, and that could mean friends, family, or the wider community. And to elaborate on it, it's similar to in Ramadan, you end up seeing the people that you don't see throughout the rest of the year. So it's a good way to kind of rekindle those friendships or bonds with anyone.
How does Ramadan change you?
So the main thing we emphasize is what we do in Ramadan, we continue doing it throughout the year. So how it changes us, I think when we fast for the whole month, it makes us very grateful for the simple things in life, like coffee or water. um, so I guess it's a spiritual change that we go through, as many of us will be fasting throughout the whole month for 29 or 30 days. You feel a spiritual growth.
How can a hospital support patients and their staff during Ramadan?
Okay, so we in the NHS we've been used to focusing on Ramadan being really long, the days being really long. So what can we do to support our staff or patients? Whereas now Ramadan, as we follow the lunar calendar, it's starting mid-February and ending mid-March, which means the fasts are quite short, 12 to 14 hours, give or take, throughout England. Um, so we need to take into consideration operational um, capacities. So many staff that are working the night shift, they will, during their fast, they will be starting their fast or breaking their fast. We also need to take into consideration our patients. Many of our patients may not be able to fast for whatever reason it may be. I always say it's always good to have advice from, if it is a member of staff or from the patients, from the hospital imam or hospital chaplain, as well as someone from the local community to best support someone decide if they are going to fast or not. But the challenge this year will be, and going for the next 10 years, is having a fast which starts at 6 o'clock in the morning and ends at 4 o'clock, 4:30. So that it's quite short.
Thank you for joining us this morning, Imam Rizwan.
Advice should be sought for individuals with medical conditions or specific dietary needs. Fasting should not negatively impact a person's health. Healthcare professionals should approach Ramadan with understanding and respect. Patients' choices should be honored, and any medical advice given should be tailored to the person's individual health needs. Many patients might worry that certain medical procedures might break their fast.